Hi, Jason Knott with CE Pro, and I am excited to be joined today by Alex Zaliauskas, who is the Director of Audio at Nortek Security and Control. Alex, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm excited to be able to talk a little bit about audio.
Yeah, and specifically, we want to talk about multi-room audio. This whole proliferation that's happening with the smart speaker, where does that fit into dealers' multi-room audio solutions plans?
Well, I think it's important to note that smart speaker platforms are not like 3D TV. They are not a passing trend. They are here to stay, and integrators need to understand that this is an opportunity for them to leverage platforms that are already out there, and then add the value that they bring to the customer by taking a platform and then proliferating it through the house. So what you're going to get is the ability to take an audio platform that is limited in form factors and limited in audio quality, and then be able to put it into different rooms of the homes with more opportunities for upsells for audio speakers, subwoofers, etc.
And speaking of trends that may not be passing fads, is outdoor zones. Give me a sense of what's happening with the outdoor zone in conjunction as an extension of indoor multi-room audio systems.
We all know, and the dealers that you've spoken to, dealers that I've spoken to, it's very clear that the outdoor audio space, or the outdoor space in general, is blowing up. We're seeing 40% growth, over 40% growth in installations. The number of installations that they're doing that include an audio, a zone outdoors, which may include audio, video, or surveillance, is also increasing. So I think the trend that we're seeing here is huge growth, and most of that has been driven by a couple key factors. Number one, you know, up until fairly recently, you couldn't really get the audio quality outdoors that you could achieve indoors. The types of speakers, their form factors, where they could be mounted, were very limited, and the integrator would have to get very creative to try to have an outdoor audio system, video system, or surveillance installed. Now, with the different form factors, with burial subwoofers, landscape satellite speakers, rock speakers still exist, under eave speakers. The integrator now has a Swiss Army knife where they can go in and install a system with excellent sound quality, often rivaling what they are able to achieve inside the house, now available outside the house. And this has really heated up and driven the growth of this category over the last few years.
All right, good overview. Give me a sense, speaking of overviews, of what are some of the product solutions you've got in the multi-room audio space out there from Nortek Security and Control right now.
Our focus this year has really been on outdoor audio. So we have released a number of products under both the Niles and Speakercraft brand names here at Nortek. So we have landscape 8-ohm 70-volt landscape satellite speakers available both in a 4-inch and a 6-inch form factor, as well as a 10-inch and a 12-inch burial subwoofer that goes along with it. What's beautiful about the system is, we're also seeing growth in 70-volt audio, especially in outdoors. It gives you a much larger opportunity for the integrator to install larger systems than would typically be limited in a complete 8-ohm type of situation.
All right, give me a sense of where you think the market's going to eventually fall between wireless multi-room audio and hardwired.
The custom integrator market is really a hardwired market. I mean, that's where they built their value. That's the value add that they bring to the consumer. A hardwire connection is much more reliable, much more robust. It's much easier to troubleshoot when something is connected from point A to point B. But as wireless becomes more robust, we are starting to see a shift. I don't know when the shift is going to happen. I think we've been talking about a shift from analog to digital security for the last 20 years, and it hasn't happened. So I don't know. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen sometime in the near future.
Well, it's interesting. We just completed a Multiroom audio study, and to prove your point, Alex, it was between 75 and 80%, I believe, of installations that integrators do in the Multiroom audio solution space are hardwired. So it's getting there, but it's still 4 out of 5 for the most part hardwired. So, all right, Alex Zaliauskas, thank you so much for joining me today on CE Pro talking about Multiroom audio.
Thanks for having me.